Hi, I'm Debbie House, Editor-in-Chief of Retail Touchpoints, and I'm here with Luke Garneau, who's the Vice President of Strategic Consulting Services for DataCandy. Welcome to you, Luke. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So, Luke is a seasoned loyalty industry strategist with an outstanding track record for implementing best practices and proven methodologies to help retailers achieve a profitable outcome for customer retention investments. So, for those of you who don't know about DataCandy, it's a loyalty and gift card software solution provider for the retail and hospitality sectors. And DataCandy provides customer engagement solutions at more than 4,000 locations across North America. So with that, we're going to jump right into our questions, Luke. Are you ready? Okay. So first, based on your experience, what would you say are the best ways to re-energize inactive loyalty members?
Well, I have to say that before even thinking about reactivating a customer, retailers need to know that the success rate of reactivating a customer is much greater than trying to acquire a brand new customer. So that's the first thing that you need to know. The second one is not all inactive customers are worthwhile to be reactivated, and it's very, very important. There's a cost to reactivate a customer. And that's why any retailers that want to reactivate customers need to make sure that they reactivate customers who used to be part of their best customers when they were active. So that's very, very key. And that's why you need to really not pay attention to customers who were not even good customers when they were active. So the key is to be very, very selective in the one that you want to reactivate.
All right, so what are the best ways to actually identify those most active and loyal customers?
There's a very simple segmentation called RFM, which stands for recency, frequency, and monetary. It's just a way to score every customer, and that's the way to evaluate the value that each customer brings to the organization. So that's pretty straightforward as a segmentation, very, very common in the industry. And at the end of the day, you come up with those customers are being classified, and usually the two top segments are your best customers, and they represent between 20 to 30% of your total customers. And those guys are so important because usually they can generate up to 70 to 75% of your total sales. So that's those customers that you need to go after.
All right, terrific. So what would you say are some of the best strategies and tactics to entice your best customers, once you identify them, to come back over and over again?
Yeah, I don't see any other way than doing a targeted promotion. And there's two very important aspects to consider when doing that. The first one is to make sure that anything you do, you need to have the highest level of relevance. So that's really, really key. The second one is to have an over generosity, towards them in terms of the type of offers you're gonna send them. So even though the cost of reactivating a customer is lower than acquiring a new one, there's still a cost, and you need to make sure that you do everything you can to have the highest response rate. So what I would recommend is, first of all, to retrieve the data, go back in the historical data and look at what type of products that those guys that you want to reactivate were buying when they were active, and try to pick the most purchased item that those guys were used to buy when they were active. So you can end up with a promotion that is really product specific. So by being product specific, it's very, very relevant for the customers. And on top of it, you need to get that offer rich enough to be able to get those guys back in the stores. And I would recommend that the offer could be maybe 2 to 3 times greater than what a regular customer would get. One last very important point that we need to consider as well is once the retailer really managed to incent the customer to come back. And we saw that by swiping the card, we can recognize that the customer got back to the store. So it's one thing to manage to reactivate the customer, but it's another thing to make sure that customer is also coming back again and again. So that's why I would highly recommend that as soon as you see that customer being reactivated, so retailer needs to send a communication to that specific customer, ideally via email, with maybe an offer as well. So just to make sure that customer is not only coming back once, but he will will become like a regular customers as it used to be in the past.
All right, terrific. So just to recap, relevancy, generosity, and perfect timing, and perfect combination. Terrific. All right, thanks again, Luke, for sharing your insights, and thanks to our audience for listening in today. Have a great day.